Don't you think China's Tier 4 tariffs went a little too smoothly? It started with the UK, France, Germany, and Japan voicing support. Then on April 10, US Treasury bonds were dumped by the markets. The US had to pause most tariff hikes, a total reversal in offense and defense. Then on April 11, Trump said he was very eager to reach a deal with China to stop the escalating trade war. In the past 50 years, China may have never fought a battle this favorable. And why is the US doomed to lose this tariff war? And what will the global economy look like after it? We have to start with this. The US is swimming against the current. Buckle up, we are taking off. At the beginning of this trade war, analysts already did the math. Most iPhones and iPads are made in China. So either Apple eats $40 billion in extra tariffs, or raises prices and scares away consumers. With further tariff increases, this no-win scenario only got worse. Taycan Mercedes GLE and GLS SUVs made in Alabama, USA. Taycan Mercedes GLE and GLS SUVs made in Alabama, USA. By picking this fight, the US is hurting most of its global manufacturing giants. They're losing not just profits, but market opportunities. Brands like Huawei, Xiaomi, BYD, AITO are slashing prices and speeding up product cycles. If a foreign brand dares to raise prices, now they're the joke. And if I miss this chance to steal your market, then I'm the joke. In a US-China tariff war, the more global the supply chain, the more vulnerable the giant. Is there a solution? In the end, global production will still have to rely on China. After all, we've got the world's most complete industrial system. So what does the US do? Make America-only versions? Fully domesticate 3x the cost. US tariffs aren't just hurting global companies. They're hurting international partnerships. In 2024, South Korea's trade surplus with the US hit $55.7 billion. Looks like a loss for the US, right? But Samsung and others, 80% of their shareholders are Wall Street firms. Korean companies paid out $205.7 billion in dividends. And most of that went straight back to the US. So US capital takes the dividends, and Korean firms take the tariff hit. That's why the US didn't mess with trade wars in the past. The global trade system is way too entangled. You and me, I mean you. One punch might travel through time and space and land right back on your own head. So why is Trump still raising tariffs? Simple tariffs are fake. They're bargaining chips. Some economists say it's a bluff to force surplus nations to buy US debt, even zero-interest bonds. Manufacturing reshoring is fake. Easing the debt crisis is real. That's the optimistic take, the worst one. Trump doesn't care about the US or China. He triggers tariff wars just to manipulate the market. He likes news, then reverses spiking and crashing the market. Classic long-short double kill. We fell for this in 2020. Thinking he was negotiating in good faith, signed a Phase 1 deal. But even with the deal, the trade war kept going. So this time, we didn't play nice. We struck back instantly, targeted US agriculture, raised tariffs to 99%. It looked like a loss, but it was one punch to stop 100. It blocked all of America's follow-up extortion plays. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, that's on me. This isn't a contest of who hits harder, it's who sees the truth first. In an era of globalization, no nation can go it alone. When Toyota moved production to China, Apple looks to Southeast Asia, and Korea and Japan start Americanizing. We don't need to win. We just need to show the US, you're out of cards. We don't need to win. We just need to show the US, you're out of cards. Today the US tries to use numbers and gimmicks to hold on to power, but this is no longer a unipolar world. China's retaliation and the supply chain shift all point to one truth. Any move against globalization will eventually be devoured by globalization itself. So when America celebrates its illusion of I can bomb others, but no one can bomb me, don't forget those who destroy bridges will one day be trapped on an island. Alright, this is your stop. You've been watching Current Affairs Radar. Follow me to see